don't get many people, but we're going to give it a go. Oak, put that over there for a moment because I might use that again. I'll actually drill a hole there, I think, to put that in. I'll do that first. Where's my drill gone? It'll be here somewhere. It's a big blue thing. There it is. Right. Let's feel. It needs to be that big. Put it there. Okay, that'll do for now. Just so I can keep that there. Didn't take long. Right, it's like yesterday, but I didn't record any of that yesterday. I just did a live stream. What we're going to do today is we're going to do the cross again on here. Let's just make sure everybody can see. Excuse me. New channel. There we go. Right, so we're going to be doing the oak Celtic crosses again. Very simple design. I want to keep it simple. We can do really intricate ones, but not at the moment, eh? Let's start off with a simple one. Let's get some of this carbon paper. Ideal for craft work. Notices office use hand copy to make duplicate copies using a pen. And that's exactly what we're doing a duplicate copy using a pen. What we do is get a little bit of this paper. I ought to really straighten it up, but what we need to do is straighten it up, to be fair. Straighten it up there. Try and minimise the wastage. I'm going to be putting it there. And the easy way to mark it is to just push it onto the crease and press down with your finger, and then you'll have a place where you've got to cut it. Okay. Wow, Tim, early there for you, mate. Wow. Yep, the Lord has made us another beautiful day. I always do, Tim. Always do. Right, let's get these bits up here. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do another cross to honour the Lord. It's going to be this cross that I did yesterday. I did two of these. I did one of these yesterday, actually. But I'm going to show you another way to do them, which is very simple. I like to keep it simple. That'll be fine. A little bit far over. We'll alter that a little bit. Yeah, that hasn't quite worked. Right. Another little challenge there. We've overcome it though. Let's just press down on there, and it gives a nice crease. What we're going to do is we're going to draw this. Hopefully I've got the right way around the paper. Just need to check this carbon paper. Is the right way around. I have done that before, and yeah, that's fine. You end up drawing it, and then you find out that the carbon paper's the wrong way around. Let's get rid of this debris. $5.43. Old age woke me up. Well, at least it did. At least it did. The alternative's pretty grim. Right, so we are going to have a little bit of wastage here, which I don't really like. I'm going to move that down. Sorry for messing about, but don't like that wastage at all. That'll do. Especially because this is oak. I love oak, but it's very hard wood. And as I've said before, this would be about 1,000 years old, this piece of oak. So you've got to give it a bit of respect. And what I'll do is I'll just take that a little bit there. Because we're old school and we respect things. Tim, I have done the transfer this way many times. I have also put down tape and glued the pattern down onto the tape and clear packaging tape over that. Not sure which method I like best. Oh yes, so glad I did. It did wake me. Yeah. Right, so what we're going to do now is just simply go over the cross. Just like that. And obviously I can't draw, that's why I'm doing a template. There are more artists that can do this sort of thing. I don't think you'd be able to do this freehand. You might be able to, but I doubt it. But the help's there, so use it. That's what I say. I'm showing you this process. I could quite easily have drawn this onto the wood like this and just showed you the wood with the pattern on it. I wanted to get straight down to this. And if in doubt, just go over it again. What I need to do anyway at the end of this is it doesn't hurt if you go over it again. But what I do need to do at the end of this is just to lift the paper and make sure that it's come through. Okay, so now we just lift the paper gently. Very easy to do. If you can hear anything, that's the vacuum cleaner in the background. Robot vacuum cleaner, eh? Technology, eh? Saves me doing it. And we'll just make sure that that has come through before I take the paper off completely. And it has. That's wonderful. Same here. If I draw it freehand, it looks like a toddler drew it. Nothing is symmetric. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Anyway, we've drawn that onto here now. We transferred it over. Carbon paper on the back of there. Drawn it on there. That gives us a good start. The only thing I'm going to do different today is I'm going to draw a line across there, which I did also as well yesterday. I do like to get it straight if I can. That also stops wastage. And so I'm going to just cut that quickly, then I'll show you the next stage. So I've drawn that out. It's about 1/4 of an inch thick, I think this is. So, and then what you do then is I put it onto this again like that. Draw it across like that, like so. Cut that again. Right, and I've got a blank. I've got a blank piece now. But what we do there is I'm going to put that onto the top of there. And I'm going to use a little CA glue. You know the CA glue? Well, here it is. So we put a little dab on each one of these parts, not into the pattern at all. And do you know what I've missed? I've missed the circle in the middle. I've only just realised that. God. Oh dear. Okay. We'll sort that out in a moment. So what I need to do is just put a little dab in each corner. Of this CA glue. It's not super glue, but it needs a little activation. And it is quite thick. Doesn't seem to be playing ball, does it, today? Okay, let's just snip the end off there. Hopefully that's enough. And here we go. So that's all you need. That's all you need. Little tiny bits. Free that up. What we'll be doing now is spray the other bit with activator. It's the activator. And just put that on nice and level as you can. And that has got the two pieces of wood stuck together now very firmly. You won't move that. And all that means is I'm going to do two together. So you do, in effect, you're doing half the work. So we're going to end up with two of these from doing one job. Let's just see now if I can get the biggest drill I've got, which is 10mm. Is that the same size as the circle? And it is. That's perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill through there, like so. I'm just going to do that quickly. And that will be the first cut. So just bear with me a moment while I just do that. Slightly off to the one side, isn't it, that? Too late now. Bugger. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that and go for it. I should have used my pillar drill, but I didn't. Sand that off a little bit there. So it all kicked in. That's good enough. Good enough. Right, so use this little bit of sandpaper. We can live with that. What I'll do is I'll just smooth that out with the knife. just like that. Right, that's the first stage. Pour resin with love. How are you, Tina? Are you okay? Just doing little crosses today. I think you've gathered that. A sip of coffee. Right, so that's the pattern done. And with the one yesterday, we're going to do the same or very similar to yesterday, which is a 3mm drill. Make sure that's okay. Then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. We've only got 4 more to do now. I haven't even got to do that on the scroll saw, and it's probably better that I did it with a drill because at least it will be completely round. Put a bit of light on actually. Not much better, but it's a little bit better. So drill through there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very simple cross today we're doing. Very simple. So I'm going to move that over to the scroll saw now, which I only have to go to here. And let's just do it simply like that. And that's the bit where I'm going to be moving the mouse, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Right, and we're going to be cutting these sections out, these 4 sections. I know it's very simple today, but we'll be doing something a bit more challenging later. Right, I got in trouble yesterday for not wearing my mask, so we'll wear that today. Oh, that's not helping much, is it? It hasn't got the filter bit in it. Where's that bag gone? Right. tell you what, I'll have to just wear this one for now. I'll just wear a simple mask, but at least it's better than nothing. And here we go. There's my pedal. Okay, that's the first one done. Yep, naughty, not wearing a mask. My wife went berserk. And you know, for part of it, I did wear a mask, but I've just noticed it didn't have one of the fittings on it. I've done it with this really easy pattern on purpose. so that you don't get worried and you don't be scared of having a go. Yeah. Worst kind, telling on from the wife. It is. What's the weather like there today, Tina? A bit overcast here today. But not as cold as Tim. Tim's in the cold. Yeah, it's hard to get a camera angle right, isn't it, Tim? I always struggle. Try and pop that bit out. As you know, I chuck. A lot of the time I struggle. Lots of things. But that's a good thing with this, because if I can do it, anybody can do it. Oh, it's been raining there in Wales last 12 hours. No, that's nothing unusual, is it really, for Wales? Down in the valleys. Right, we got the last one to do here, and then we'll be doing the external cut around the outside. And that's why I just put the blobs of glue there, and there. As I'm cutting round this, that won't matter, that'll stay together and it will separate from the pattern. Cross fingers, and we'll end up with 2 crosses. So we've done one lot of work, and we will be able to benefit from that and have 2 crosses from one lot of work. I call this cut one free. And you'll notice I've got the scroll saw set at a low speed. No need to go any faster than that. We're not in a race. Seriously, we're having snow. You're having snow. I hope it. I'm not too well, not that far away in Hereford, so snow tomorrow evening. I don't believe they've been saying it's going to snow for about 3 months now, and it hasn't. I'll get that chatter with mine on the turn. Yeah, can't be helped, Tim. Just have to hold on to it. Hold on and hope for the best. I thought you had some snow, Tim. Right, so first of all, I'm going to cut this bit out. I might carry on round. We'll see how we go. Speed it up a little tad. A little bit more. Tim saying each day's an adventure. I have 3 different jackets out, never sure which one to grab. Heavy for warmth, to light for break the wind. Amy was saying they had the snow, then the tornadoes, then Sunday was 92, crazy weather. The seasons are all just change, aren't they? Okay. Right, so we come to the end of that now. Just lift that out like that. Then what we'll do is lift it out. Poke out the crosses that you've cut, just like so. That is what you've left with. You can even glue that back together again, couldn't you, and have that as something. And hopefully these will just separate now. And you end up with 2. 2 crosses identical off 1 cut, which is quite a good way to go, really, and it saves some of the work. Husband says, how come you don't go out but you spend so much money? Amazon, isn't it? It's Amazon's fault. Anyway, 10 people watching, 8 likes. Now what we're going to do now is just do a little bit of what would you like to see me carve? What would you like to see me do? Yeah, there's a question for you. What would you like? I did a demonstration on my chisel sharpening machine the other day. I got quite a lot of views actually, got nearly 800 views so far, which is good for me. What are we going to do? What shall we do? I wonder if you could put that onto a, I might even glue that back together and put that onto a birdhouse. Might do. Double whammy. I could even round the corners, couldn't I? We'll see. Yeah, blame Amazon. And meat. Right, we got little men, hearts, spoons, another little man, another little man, Celtic pattern. I don't know what to do. Another spoon, Celtic pattern. What shall we do? Love the heart. need another pattern to do it with. The reason I'm doing the carbon paper is because I have a horizontally mounted Dremel with a cloth wheel on it, put compound on it, and it was pleasantly surprised at how well it did my gouging. Yeah, well, I'll tell you something, Tim. Not as impressed as you will be with this. I'll put a link to this on I did a little short video about this machine, and it's the identical one, and it's £25, so it's probably about $30, probably not even $30, and that's delivered. Wonderful bit of kit, absolutely wonderful bit of kit. Little hearts I've done today. What should we do next? Can't do another heart yet. Do a little bit more of the face. When my shop gets done, I'll get. Tim, how far are you on your shop? You must be getting on with it. Ah, I just had an idea. Let's get rid of that. I'm not going to use those little bits. It's a shame, but I'm not going to use them. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to call it what face? This one or this one? Oh, this one. That's mahogany. Which is very difficult to carve as well. Bit of mahogany. African mahogany. There it is. On the left, this one. Cool. Yeah, that's how that started off, that one, and I ended up carving it like that. I'll show you close up because you can't really see. That was how it started, and that's carves very nice. Carves very nice. The mahogany. And I have, of course, got to put all this to one side. And I have got to continue with the birdhouses. See that? It's got one of those there. It's got the ones missing that side. So I don't know where that's from. I'm bound to find it. And I've got to carry on with these birdhouses. That's just literally smoothing out those leaves now, which is too boring to watch. That's how I have to do it. Yeah, you do. Just Google it, Tim. These are 25mm for blue tits. Ah, and these are 32mm. And I've just had an idea. What we will do is we will do a flower. Because this one, I set this too far down, but it's still okay to use. But I want to put some flowers on here. So what we'll do is we'll use a circle. Any old circle will do. Any old circle. Let's do it with a... In fact, let's do it with that. This one. You'll be able to see this one clearly enough. So, tape, circle, any circle. We'll put one there. Just like so, right? Now a little ruler. Only about, roughly about, there you go. Roughly about. Right, just like that. And what we need to do then is draw a little circle in the middle. Giving away all my secrets here, aren't I? And then what we'll do then is we will divide these like so. Divide that one like so. And there you go, there's your flower. All you do then is you round that off. Round that off. That one will probably go underneath, so then you round the next one off. And round that one off. That one will go underneath, so you round that one off. And round that one off. That one will go underneath, so you know the... Okay, and that one will just go underneath there, like so. Probably stick out a little bit more. That one will stick out a little bit more. Let's not confuse things yet. That's just a made-up flower. Sharing is caring. Well, I'm a great carer then. Oh. Right, so now what you need to do is get your little chisel, clamp down your work. Make sure your chisel's nice and, in fact, we'll use the V gouge and infamous. Right, and start from there. Okay, just like that. What we're going to do is use the mallet on this little bit. Because there we're going across the grain, so it is tougher. Right, so that's a start. Then what we're going to do then is we'll go into this one. That's obviously going across the grain again. And sort of across the grain again. Right, let's zoom in a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. Right, now I'll work it that way. Right. And you'll notice here I'm just doing each one of these at the moment. Should really turn this round, but we'll go for it like that. I sent a couple of stickers to Dad and Eeks Jen. Is it Jen? And the price has gone up again. To send two stickers to America in an envelope, £3.40. One of them's to New York, the other one's to, I think, North Dakota. Sorry about that, I'm in the way, aren't I? I'll ruin that one a little bit, but we can sort that out because that's going to be tucked underneath. Now what we need to do is do the circle. So you find a gouge. That's going to do for that. You have to be careful with these because sometimes when you go around in a circle like that, that bit pops out. So then you just have to alter the flower. Right, so now we're going to gouge this bit out first because we want that underneath. It'll all make sense in a moment, I promise you. I'm doing the trickiest bit first. Let's give this a quick. Just handy having that there. Dad, we just mentioned you. I've sent you stickers yesterday. I forgot because we had to. I just complained actually how much it was. £3.40. You'll see it on the stamp when it gets there. Right, I've sat down now, so I'm going to have to move this, and then I'm going to have to. In fact, I could put that onto my carving stand. Which would make more sense, really. We'll keep it as it is today. We'll keep it as it is. Let's just move your camera so you can see. We're only going to do another couple of petals. Because once you've seen one, just times that by 6 or 8 or however many. 8 petals. So let's let's just get this one. This is another way to do it. Down into the centre, quite deep, and again quite deep, and then just work out from the centre. And the thing with carving them is you get the like the veins of the leaf, of the petal, sorry. Set in there. See? And with those ones, if you're noticing what I'm doing, you leave more of a gap there, because what you're going to do is you're going to undercut this. By undercutting it, what I mean is you're going to run this V-gouge like so. What I need is a smaller V-gouge for that, which is here. Little palm gouge. See that? And all those bits you just smooth over, and that's what I've got this for. This is like a hand, sort of a smooth, easy detail Dremel. Just pop that in there like that, tighten it up, and it does smooth things out very well, just like using a pen. And you'll have to do different adjustments for the different types of blades. Talking about blades, we can use a knife as well. These are flex cut knives, which I love. See those? That's the start of the flower anyway. And then what you need to do is go around the outside with something like this. To bring in the third dimension of the flower. carrying it on round, it's just alter that. That's why I should have stayed in my carving station. Hopefully you can see that. I haven't watched Clint Rose, no, sorry Tim, I haven't. I've seen, in fact I've got Alec Lacasse. I actually talked to him, he subscribed to me, and he's a great humble chap. Alec Lacasse, can't praise him enough really. Bit of an honour really, if you ever watch Alec Lacasse. I've got to love and leave you all, got to start crafting. Hope you have a great day. Okay Tina, you have a lovely day as well. I'll have to arrange to try and send you some stickers, Tina. And I'm going to actually leave this in a moment anyway. I'm going to go and get a sandwich and a coffee. So I'd start this flower. I might even change these flowers around. Cool. I'm still trying to get some stickers for my wall. I've got you, Tim, on there. I'm sure, yeah, Tim List Creations. What a strange picture in the middle of it, but and TLC is the same name as my wife's business, driving school. Isn't that a strange thing? Exactly the same name. Well, that's a coincidence, Tim. My wife's business is called TLC. There's a sign. Computer adaptation of a carving. Right, I'm going to leave it at that for a moment. I'm going to go and have a sandwich and a cup of coffee. It's 11s now in England. We have 11s. Here's my stickers so far. I still need more. I'm getting some off Dad. And I'm getting some off, there's Tim's. Grumpy. Matt Cars, Bear and the Boss Lady, there's me, Electric Whittler, Rhinestone Suzanne, Perry, and Woodchucker. And there's my guide for faces. Right, so I'm going to go and sit in the garden, have a cup of coffee, have a sandwich. And I'll be back in about an hour or so. As always, whatever you do,